The system finally caught on. I hadn't broken the male lead. I hadn't tortured him. Instead, it'd fallen in love with him and had a child. For that, I was forcibly ejected from the mission world. But now it's back. Your son is a violent, twisted mess, and HES blocking the heroine from taking her rightful place. The system's voice echoed in my mind, cold and synthetic. You have to fix him. Straighten him out so the main storyline can proceed. When I returned, my sweet little boy was gone. In his place stood a cool, defiant teenager. I watched him from a distance, laughing and joking with a classmate. Lying piece of junk, I cursed the system silently. My son is just as sweet as I remember. Then in a flash, I saw him grab the other boy's head and slam it into the graffiti-covered wall. Before I could even process the shock, he was standing in front of me, a lazy, arrogant smirk playing on his lips. Hey, beautiful, can I get your number? My jaw dropped. Brawling and hitting on girls, I grabbed his ear and twisted. You little monster, I'm your mother. It had been 3 years in the real world since I was torn away. I never thought the system would contact me again. It told me my son, Liam, had become unhinged and violent. Not only was he preventing the designated heroine from taking my place, but he had also hurt her multiple times. I believed the part about him hating her that I could understand. But hurting her? I had my doubts. When I left, he was only 5. A tiny sweet face boy. The heroine had already made her appearance back then. What could a 5-year-old possibly do to a grown woman? I'll go back, I told the system, my voice firm. But on one condition. I get to stay there. Permanently. A long crackling silence followed before it finally conceded with a single, unbending rule: I was forbidden from interfering with the love story between the male and female leads. When I opened my eyes again, I was back. 12 years had passed in this world. A stack of high school textbooks sat on the desk in front of me. I fumbled inside the desk, my fingers closing around a small compact mirror. The face staring back was young, fresh, and completely unfamiliar. I forced a smile. System, can't you just make me a teacher? It would be so much easier to get the mission done. The system's voice dripped with sarcasm. Oh, I'm sure. Easier to complete the mission or easier to seduce the male lead again? I'm warning you, it continued, don't even think about it. Ethan belongs to the heroine. I rolled my eyes. You don't have to remind me. I'm over him. It was a complete lie. HED only married me back then because of our son out of a stubborn sense of duty. HED never once said he loved me. Whatever fledgling feelings might have been there were surely eroded by 12 years of absence. My only focus now was my son. The system informed me he was on the basketball court, and my heart hammered with excitement as I rushed over. I couldn't wait to see what my clingy, adorable little boy had grown into. I spotted him before I even set foot on the court, a tall, impossibly cool teenager who commanded attention without trying. His handsome face was a perfect echo of my own, especially his eyes. Recognition hit me like a tidal wave. A swell of pride filled my chest. See, system, look how gorgeous my son is. I make good looking kids. I watched him walk over to a classmate, gently adjusting the boy's collar. And HES so kind to his friends. You see, HES not violent at all. The next second, I watched Liam grab that same classmate by the back of the head and smash his face into the graffiti-splattered wall. The system's voice was dry. Right. So very kind. I stood frozen, convinced my eyes were playing tricks on me. By the time I snapped out of it, Liam was standing right in front of me, radiating pure bad boy energy. Hey beautiful, can I get your number? My mind circuited. Fist fights and now flirting. Without a second thought, I grabbed his ear and gave it a sharp twist. You little monster, I'm your mother. His face contorted in a pain grimace as he wrenched his ear free. You're crazy. Get help. Speaking of help, I shot back, undeterred. You got a little birthmark on your left butt cheek. I used to draw a flower around it and take pictures. I'm sure you've seen them. Liam's expression shifted from annoyance to stunned disbelief. Who the hell are you? I sighed, letting my shoulders slump. I really am your mom. Ever hear of time travel? That's me. I jumped forward from the past. I held up my hands. I know it sounds insane, but I'm not lying. His eyes, a complex storm of emotions, stared at me for a long moment before he turned and walked away. I reached for him. Don't touch me, he snapped, batting my hand away.